they blocked off the driveway, so I couldn't just get out of the driveway. I mean, I got a Jeep, so I could have, four-wheeled it around and stuff. But the thing is, I couldn't go outside because my brother was just trying to antagonize me. And I can whip him. There ain't no doubt. I can whip him, no problem. But I wasn't gonna let that happen, because it just wasn't right. And for all the feelings that were there, I might whoop him so bad I might end up in prison the rest of my life or something, And that's just not who I am, and I didn't want to stoop to his level. So I was trapped in the house for almost 2 weeks with him taunting me and getting on the roof at 1, 2 in the morning, beating on it with boards and hammers and stuff, just trying to antagonize me. And I don't know if that's from when he was in the military or something. He was trying to use his military training to use psychological warfare on me or something. I don't know. But as for all my family being willing to come to court, well, that's when I called my attorney and the sheriffs and stuff, no one could get him removed because he was the PR. He had every right to be on the property, is what they're saying. And so finally, my mom's side of the family, they just had enough of it or whatever. We had I don't know if it was 10, 20 cars show up with a whole bunch of family people. And when that many people showed up and supported me, and the sheriffs came, well, then they could pretty much see the reality of what was going on. There was no more my brothers trying to pull the wool over people's eyes when there's a group of 30, 40 people or however many were there. I don't know, a lot of them showed up, and it was plainly obvious to the sheriffs then. So he basically was looking at a small little riot on his hands about to brew. And so they made my brother leave then, and I was able to start getting some stuff moved out, and yeah, it's a whole rotten deal, boy. Yeah, he went way beyond how he should have handled that. Heck, my whole house in West St. Paul, I had a race car trailer that I had my whole house from West St. Paul stored in, that had my whole DJ business in it. It had probably 5 to 7 computer towers and monitors and all that kind of stuff in there. And my whole house is a brand new fridge, all kinds of other stuff. And he stole it all, took everything he could. Now this camper that I live in today, because my mom worried about my brother doing crazy stuff, because he's always been different, because she didn't have a will done yet. She was in the process of trying to get one done. She thought she could live a lot longer, but that's how it goes, Anyway, when me and my mom bought this from Winona, in Winona, Minnesota, for Craigslist, she made me go to the DMV and put my name on it, just in case something happened, so I would at least have a roof over my head if things did get ugly. Thank God that happened, because otherwise my whole situation would be even worse. So God bless you, Mom. So this has been my home for 3 years, or a little over 3 years now. We're going into 4 years. Yeah, I think I knew I had an exhaust leak, because if I have my window open, I can smell the exhaust sometimes. Just now when I jumped into passing gear to get up the hill here, I can hear it. It sounds like it's probably right where the donut gasket is from the exhaust manifold to the exhaust pipe or that. Can't fix that right now. No way I can afford that. Good to vent it every once in a while. I mean, I deal with it pretty good. I don't hold all kinds of anger or nothing like that. And I forgave my brother. And I know I forgave him because forgiven them for me to be at peace. And I haven't told him that. One of the last things I said to him, I told him, I said, you know, I love you, but I said, you know, I can't be around you. I said, I've tried for 50-some years now. Help you be a better person. I said, I just cannot do it no more. You know, with everything that happened and the mean, rotten things he did in my mom's dying moments. She was conscious. She could hear it all. You know, and so he sent her to death and terror. You know, just rotten. So that was the straw that broke this camel's back. You know, do that to my mom while she's dying, and she's coherent. So I forgave him, and I don't hold on to that hate and stuff. I mean, when I think about it, I still hurt and I'm reliving it. But, you know, and I told him, I said, you know, I hope you get better. I hope you really find God instead of trying to manipulate people and use God as a manipulation or something in the Bible. She's good at doing that too. Yeah, God, that's just, I gotta get off that subject. Otherwise, I'm gonna start feeling all that. I don't know what to do, but like I said, maybe it's good to vent it out. So, we're gonna stop it here and restart it for a new video. Thanks for watching, and I'll try to be a little more upbeat on the next one. We'll see you on the next one.